engine.
Alright, so good evening. Welcome to planetherring. I'm Michael. And welcome to Iracing 2019 Season 4, Week 6. And since I did a how-to on this track for the very first time, I've decided that the first race I'm going to do in Week 6 is actually the Global MX-5 Cup Fixed Series at the Charlotte Motor Speedway Roval, the new 2018 version with all the red, white, and blue stuff everywhere and the silly amount of walls. Couple of chicanes and just generally an all-around fun new track, relatively new. I mean, I guess it technically came out last year, but we're going to give this a shot. And I did, I think, 130s or so in my how-to video, and in practice just now, not able to really pick up a toe from anybody, but was able to break into the 129. So could be, who knows what it could be. I do know that my how-to is a bit slow. It's easily 126s, 127s. But we are currently ready to qualify here. It's a fixed setup as usual, and so therefore nothing to do here except for hop in the car and let's go do a couple of laps. So, as I always say,
the pit exit is clear. Push now. We have 2 laps to get the job done, mate.
Yep, and so as I always say, when it comes to MX-5s, this is the only car currently that I am able to do full heel toe, fully manual, shifting up and down. Obviously, you're not heel and toeing up, but anyway, you get the point. And so, like I said, completely redesigned version of the Charlotte Roval. The original version wasn't too bad, although most of it was in fact the oval, and you could pick up a hell of a toe on that one if you were in the right place. And there were many a good move going into turn 1 with that. Also many a good wreck with people who can't keep their line because they don't know what a line is. So here's that first chicane, and that one is really quick in this car. I have to say, I did try it a couple of times. Yeah, pretty much full throttle, and it can be done, but I kind of feel like that's a tricky one. Alright, so here we go. So not going to do too much talking. Let's do our qualifying lap here. So let off a bit on the gas there and managed to lose all the time I had built up. One more lap.
P4, your last lap time was at 129.86.
Pretty good sector 1 so far. Try to cut that just as tight as I possibly can. And pretty much just going to have to go for it. Try to take this chicane more or less full blast. So, you know what they say, no guts, no glory.
The leader's just done a 128.27.
Yep, that seemed to have worked. Definitely not going to pull a 128.27, that's for sure. All right, well. It looks like we have managed, with 2 minutes to spare, a 129.2, which keeps us in fourth. But all things considered, not too bad. We can pull over here. We'll get out of the way, and we'll see. We'll see what we got here. So results so far, like I said, Michael Rosso, 127.4. So here's a perfect example of the difference here. Wow, a 127.4. That in qualifying, that's super impressive. 128 threes, 129 ones, 129 2 for me. So luckily that alien time seems to be an anomaly currently. So that's good. Like we got nearly 2 minutes. So you know, I'm not too. I'm pretty happy with that time. I think I could go a little bit faster. There's a couple of places I know for certain, and we can certainly after the race we'll look at some of the really super fast times. I do anticipate going a little bit faster if there's any kind of draft or anything. That's probably where the 125s and 126s especially come from in the race times. But you know, 127 that's pretty impressive. So let's go ahead here. Make sure we have that typed in, and gotta stop forgetting to do that. And okay, so about 50 seconds left. Again, this is a fixed setup race, so don't have to worry about fuel, don't have to worry about pretty much anything. That's the beauty of a fixed setup race. The only thing you have to worry about is your driving and keeping it on the track. Let's see, what else we got? Really nothing? Okay. Flip over real quick, make sure we're still good here. All right, all of our wonderful streaming stuff is working. So let's just go right over here. And 2, 1, 0, there it is.
That's the end of the session, P4.
Let's get ready to do this big time. So getting ready to take the grid. So let's go ahead here. We are starting P4 and have a good chance of actually competing with Mr. Markham right here. And everybody else, I don't know about these last two guys at the back, but everybody else seems to be a good bit slower. So if we can survive and get a little bit of a gap, we might be okay. Let's get that. There's our relative positions. There's our lap times. And let's put it on who's in front, who's in back. Let's get rid of that, and we're going to set this thing so we have one fast repair. That's good. Not going to add any fuel, and we are going to not, let's clear those tires out of the way so we don't have to replace those. And so that way, if we get a fast repair, we'll be in and out in no time at all. Outside of the fact that I don't know where the pit entrance is, but I have a pretty good idea from the stock car races here. All right, so we got clutch in. 30 seconds left on the remaining time. Come on, people, let's join up. Already people trying to wear off that fuel. So turn one certainly can be tight. Hopefully these guys, I think these guys in front of me definitely are faster than me, except for number 11 over there. So we shall see. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. So
the air temp is 78 Fahrenheit, P4.
Yay!
Heads up, get ready. Go!
Well, that guy got a great start.
Left side, clear left. Right side, clear right.
Well, that was a pretty, that wasn't bad. Don't think I'm close enough to pick up a toe, though, and that might be where this thing comes apart.
Right side. Hold your line.
And this is where things get bad.
Still there. Clear right.
Well, that didn't work out too bad, but sometimes discretion is the better part of valor, so now maybe we get a little bit of a toe. Looks like the guy behind me is doing the same.
Car right. Hold your line.
Yeah, thanks so
Hold
much.
your line.
Try not to hit people.
Still there. Clear right.
P5.
And we are gradually losing space. Lobby. Oh boy. Alright,
The gap
let's...
ahead is now 0.8.
These guys were not faster than you in qualifying, and so let's pull it together here. Get a little bit of a toe off Mr. Clancy here.
Right side. Hold your line. Clear right.
Well done, good pass.
Yeah, I have to say that worked out pretty well. Although he's probably going to catch me. Probably had to slow down quite a bit doing that.
The leader has just done a 128.59.
Alright.
The car in front's lap time is a 127.86. This is brilliant, keep it up, P3. That lap time was 130.94.
Alright, so let's see. Made up one space, got a little bit of a gap behind. Gap up front is huge, gap behind is not big enough. especially considering that this car is now having a little bit of tire degradation. Oh man, don't be doing that. Yep, that's going to end up losing this space for me if Freda catches me, but hopefully he slowed down just a little bit too because of that. Alright, let's try to do this right. And it looks like he did it too. Very right.
Right side. Still there. Still there. Clear right.
The leader has just done a 128.09. Don't panic.
On your right. Hold your line. Hold your line. Hold your line. Clear right.
That was a 130.67.
So far, this is proving to be a very cool race. Alright, let's see if we can't get the toe, Mr. Rolston here. Seems like he does this chicane very well. Of course, he might have just gotten a toe. Like Mr. Markham does it very well. I guess I gotta really keep my foot in it, because that is...
New fastest lap for Harris, 127.81. The gap behind is now 0.20. You've just done a 129.
Car left. Clear left.
And so far that's pretty good. We do have a guy right on our tail. Like he got into the wall there.
Car right. Clear right.
Yep, that can definitely make a huge difference.
Come on, Michael. Good stuff. Keep it coming.
Alright, let's see if we can't keep our foot in it pretty well here. Not too much of a lift. Looking for our spots. Yeah, we're definitely lifting, because these guys are just eating my lunch for that.
On your right. Hold your line. Still there. Clear right.
Problem
That's half distance. Fuel levels are fine.
is that these guys don't seem to be able to do that last chicane any better than I can do that previous chicane. And now we start to see the attrition. The difference between being able to drive fast and being able to race. Okay, so let's see. What's my gap behind?
7.5 seconds.
Okay, well now we have a bit of gap, although I don't know what the gap ahead is. Oh, that could have been bad. Guess we'll find out if the car is hard to drive. Get a little bit of suspension damage, and that will be hard to deal with.
The gap to Harris in front is now 15 seconds. P2, that was 130.72.
Oh, wow, I'm actually in P2. Oh, that's scary. So, ooh, I got a nice gap behind. And it looks like our very quick leader had an issue as well. So we are in P2. So let's try to hold this together. As the gap, or as the tires start to wear off, looks like we're on lap 7 of 10. And in surprisingly good shape. Okay, let's hold this together. We got 8 seconds behind us, and we're gonna just try to ease through that chicane. I'm not gonna try to fly through that thing. Since we are in fact building our gap behind, let's just try to hold this thing together nice and tidy for the next 2 laps. This car will start to get a little squirrely. So let's just take it real easy here. And Mr. Harris ahead of us, certainly outclassing us and the rest of the field.
The gap to Gale behind is now 11 seconds.
Yeah, that probably was not good. I think we got lap traffic behind us. I feel like I've got a little bit of suspension damage from that last one. Oh yeah. Yeah, that last thing through the chicane was pretty bad.
2 laps left. Come on, you're looking good for a podium.
Yeah, well, easier said than done, because I am pretty certain that I have suspension damage that is severely compromising my ability to turn right. Luckily, Mr. Gale probably going to let these guys pass.
On your left. Clear left.
Yeah, this is probably going to be super, super sketchy. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, that's bad. That is horribly bad.
On your left. Clear left.
Probably coming up on one more lap here. Yep. pretty bad suspension damage at this point. Mr. Gale is almost 7 seconds behind us.
All right, Michael, one more to go. Keep it together, we'll be on the podium.
That is exactly my thoughts. So let's just hold this together. See if we can just overcompensate just a little bit. There we go. One more time through the middle bits here. Really having to crank the steering in order to turn right. Turning left is almost instantaneous. To the point of being sketchy. Mr. Gale is now at 5 seconds behind me. We absolutely have got to try to make it through the chicane without slowing down too much. Luckily, he is not the person right behind me. Alright, so that was actually pretty good. And this
Car
guy,
right.
go ahead and let
Right.
him go by me. And straight down. Oh my goodness, right there at the end. Whew. There we go.
Podium finish, nice one.
I think I'll agree with that. All right, well, there we go. That clearly illustrates, didn't end horribly for me, but clearly shows that you hit those sausage curves the wrong way and it will severely affect your race. So let's pull off to the side here, see where we came in. So let's see, look at the results. And Justin Harris, remember that Michael Rosso 2 was our pole sitter, and looks like he got into some trouble on, let's see, check his laps out. Looks like he got into some trouble on the third lap. He got a 154 there. Now let's bring that over so you can see it. And we'll switch over to the analyze view here. There we go. I can disappear. And that's all you get. So there we go. 128.4 was his fastest lap. And if we, let's just assume that he had probably one of the fastest laps. So he did a 128.4 on lap 6. And well, let's see what actually happened with him when it comes to his problem. So we're gonna put him on far chase, and well, he's in the pits there. So we just hit the return key, get rid of our lap information for a second, and what did he do? Wow, so apparently for no apparent reason, Mr. Ralston or Mr. Rosso got a good start, and looks like he lap 1. I mean, he got passed, and looks like if we go a little bit faster here, I mean, did he hit a curb or something in? Oh, that may, yeah, okay, there we go. That's what happened to him. So he dove into the pits there and got repaired. Okay, so that was his problem. And if we look at his laps, oh, excuse me. 128. That's going to be his fast lap, and we're going to go inside the cockpit to look at this. And let's adjust things so we can all see them nice and neat. So he's third gear at the line, and good bit past the one. He's down to third, and then almost immediately back up to fourth there. Actually, did he even downshift? I guess he was in third. Yeah, so he did get up to fourth, and oh, okay. Well, that could be something. He's not actually downshifting into third for that first one, so maybe, huh? That is something to take note of. I kind of figured that would be a third gear corner, but looks like he's carrying the speed through and staying in fourth. So we'll give that a shot and see if that is not any faster. But he does come down to third there. Looks like he's driving it pretty well the same. And keeps it in third and just cuts in close. And yeah, he's taking that pretty well the same. Nothing out of the ordinary there. Getting up to fourth. Getting up to fifth. Coming into the chicane. So staying kind of in the middle really for the chicane. Now that's another key thing there is he's staying on it. And now that could be another key thing is he's very much flattening that out. But coming here and a little bit later than I am, down to third. All right, well, let's see if he does this every single time with his fourth gear turn one business. So he's right up against the wall, just staying in fourth. All right, well, we'll give that a shot. That's definitely a difference there. And you know, if you're not carrying the speed through, sometimes that could do it. That would probably explain the nearly 1 second of time. That and his flattening out the chicane. So that may well be the thing that I'm doing that's causing me to get a little squirrely when I pull it back for the exit, is that I've already swung one way so far. It's a kind of a pendulum. So at any rate, let's look at the results again. And so again, I came in second. That was completely a surprise there. And so my lap, so 129.8 was the fastest lap I did. So quite a bit of difference over second, obviously. And I would really like to get down to that 128. So I'm going to do some more practicing this week if I have a chance, and certainly see if I can get it down. And if I do, I will update my how-to video. That is a big difference. And to actually say that you should downshift into turn one is probably costing you time there. So let's give that a shot, and I will see how that goes. So with that, let's see. Let's take, and I'm going to flip back over to this view. So now you can see me again. And so with that, that'll be the end of this race. Again, a very good result. Can't really complain about coming in second when you qualified fourth and you were that much slower than the fast guy there. So going to check the schedule here in a second, see what else we might be able to run tonight. But there's the end card. Please like, please subscribe. If you're watching this, you will see a new icon down in the lower right hand corner. Real easy to subscribe. Just click that button and boom, there you go. Nice and subscribe. So certainly comment if you like the videos or don't like the videos, let me know. And again, join us tomorrow night for our RM Solo local league here in Colorado. 2 races, bunch of good guys, a lot of good commentary, and thanks for watching. Have a good night.